Hello and welcome to VR Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Marvel Select Spectacular Spider-Man. So yes, here we have the latest Marvel Select Spider-Man, Disney Store exclusive at the moment. And he is pretty great. I own a lot of Marvel Select Spider-Mans, and he is by far my favorite one. Basically, if you were a fan of the most recent Marvel Legends Spider-Man, this is like the Marvel Select equivalent of that. Articulation's great, detail's great, lots of interchangeable pieces. Pretty much everything you could want. Now let's go ahead and zoom in for the sculpt, paint details, all those sorts of things.
Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Of course, here we have Spider-Man. Here's our standard Marvel Legends 6-inch Cosmic Armor Iron Man and 3 3/4 inch Marvel Universe Wolverine. As usual, Marvel Select figures are 7-inch scale, so he's bigger than a Marvel Legends figure, and of course much bigger than a 3 3/4 inch figure. Now let's get everything else out of here and just look at Spider-Man. Moving on to our 360 spin, as you can see, Spider-Man is mostly red and blue. All the black line work is sculpted in, as are his spider logos. The rest of his body is pretty much just blue. All the muscle tone and stuff is done well. There's not anything especially unusual, but it is a pretty good depiction of the classic Spider-Man outfit. Now let's go ahead and zoom in on his head sculpts. Spider-Man comes with two different head sculpts. Of course, he has his masked head, which is red with the indented black line work, and he has big wide eyes with black outlines. Pretty standard classic Spider-Man mask, nothing to complain about there. And then he has his Peter Parker head sculpt. Peter Parker has been drawn a lot of different ways over the years. This seems like a fairly acceptable representation. The painting's all good. The hair sculpted nicely. The face is pretty standard kind of expression. Nothing special, and you could use it if you want to, but I feel like most people will probably just use the masked head. Alright, let's go ahead and zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Spider-Man is really good, especially for a Marvel Select. You get a hinge in the neck, so that goes up and down, side to side. Ball joint shoulders, in and out, forward and back. Bicep cut, double jointed elbows, wrist hinge and rotation. Get a really nice diaphragm joint here. Hips go in and out, forward and back, thigh cut, double jointed knees, calf cut, and hinge and pivoting in the ankles. So you should be able to get him into pretty much any pose you want to. He's pretty much on a Marvel Legends caliber of articulation. He's also, as far as I know, the only Marvel Select figure that has double jointed elbows. So that's all very cool. Now let's go ahead and move on to some accessories. Accessories-wise, Spider-Man continues to do well. He has 4 sets of hands, 2 wall-crawling hands, 2 fist hands, 2 thwipping web-shooting hands, and then he has 2 hands with holes in them for holding his mask. He has his sort of loose dangling mask that you can use if you want to have him unmasked and holding his mask. And then he comes with a camera, which has a little strap on it. You can hang it around his neck, but it's not flexible, so it doesn't look very good. And he doesn't really have hands that hold it especially properly, but you can kind of finagle it around where it looks like he's using it. Alright, that wraps it up for Spider-Man and all of his accessories. So let's move on to the packaging. Packaging-wise, Spider-Man comes in the standard Marvel Select style packaging. Big window there in the front. Spectacular Spider-Man, Marvel Select, Disney Store stuff all along the side there. You get your picture of Spider-Man on the spine. And on the back, you just get a big picture of the figure. As always, these are good for in or out of package display. So yeah, Spider-Man.
Alright, that wraps it up for Spider-Man. So until next time, goodbye.
Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.